Welcome back to Splatoon 2. We're going to continue with the Splatfest since it's going on for at least another 30 minutes. So, do this last 30 minutes and we'll do more some Splatoon 2 Splatfest. Get maybe the 4th episode in here. But yeah, as I was saying, I did a lot of rambling through all the episodes. Sometimes I went off track. But the point is that this is definitely my favorite system for Nintendo, at least, because I have no idea, what's going to happen in the future. But currently, it's my favorite Nintendo console. Currently, my favorite console right now of all time. The only thing that's keeping me the only thing that's keeping me kind of being like close to the PS4 in terms of Dude Man 64. I wonder if that's an actual game. Probably is. Be an interesting name for a game. Anyway, as I was saying, the reason why it's kind of like I'm kind of having a hard choice between the PS4 and the Switch is because the PS4 has a lot of good games, but the Switch doesn't that I like. Well, granted, the Xbox One gets these games, but I'm more familiar with the PS4. Like, for example, you got Kingdom Hearts 3, you've got Marvel's Capcom Infinite. As much as people don't like that game, it's legit fun. It's a fun game to play. It's just the art style is bad. Huh, I thought I was going to be able to hit him. The art style is bad. A lot of the roster choices are just eh. And another problem with it is and this might be, I'm not sure if this is anybody else's personal problem, but for me, it's kind of a personal issue with the game. And that is its music. I just don't like its music choice. Oh, shoot. Oh, dang! I didn't see him throw it at the last second. I rolled it back into it like an idiot. Anyway, yeah, like, the music choice or direction that they did for this game, I'm gonna say it right now, I didn't really like it. Now, there are some themes that I did like in the game. I should probably talk about them since then. I mean, something to talk about during this, since I'm talking about sales and stuff like that. But yeah, like I mentioned, the for Marvel's Capcom Infinite, since I'm going into that category, I'm kind of like going off topic here to that, so I can kind of. Oh, you legit can't go over there, huh? Shoot! Got this person over here. Dang it, hurry up. We got 20 seconds. Y'all better get over there, you hear? Anyway, what was I saying here? Oh yeah. Like, Marvel's Capcom Infinite, it's a fun game. Like, gameplay-wise, it's fun. But we all killed each other. Never mind. He destroyed everybody. And he's taken up a lot of ground there. I think we lost. He took up way too much ground. Yeah, we lost that one. I had a good winning streak going, so that last... We won? What? Really? I thought we lost. It looks like we lost. Wow, legit? I did not expect that, actually. Oh, anyway, going back to that, like, Marvel's Capcom Infinite, personally for me, the most, besides the roster, the art style choice, and sound effects, which some people have mentioned sound a little you know. Panda. Wolf boss, but you're on the vampire side. Don't trust that guy. Don't trust him. He's a spy. Anyway, going back to that, the music was the main issue for me when it came to the game. When it came to the game, it was the music. Liquid. Dad. There's Dad again. Dad's back. Dad's back, everybody. Just waiting for Mom and Grandma. Where's Grandpa as well? Anyway, moving back to it, I keep going off track when I see those names. Dad. Anyway, like the art style, or the not the art style, the music choices. The Capcom side was good. Like it had good representation of like the series, but the way it came out, just some of them was just all like I want to say that most of the themes in the game were changed. Like not changed like they were like changed. They weren't changed like most of the well, hold on. All of the Marvel themes were changed. All the Marvel themes, except for maybe one theme, was changed. They were all changed to something different, which I did not like at all, and I thought was literally a terrible move that literally just ripped the history from those characters in the Marvel vs. Capcom series and gave them like a new identity, a very bland, boring sounding identity, in my opinion. Also, the obvious costume changes to fit the movies definitely was not. I did not like that. I was trying to help him out at the last second, but he got killed before I could get him. Before I could help him out. Ooh. I had a close one. I thought I was done for there. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, and as for the Capcom side of music, it was okay. Like, it was fine, but part of me just didn't like a lot of it, and the reason why... Frick! Where is everybody? They're going over there. Come on, guys. We're getting killed on our home front here. Jeez. We're getting killed on our home front, and they're taking over their home front. It's kind of a mixed thing where we're just not focusing on each other's our home fronts. Focusing on the other, and then we just end up losing the other one. Now they're quickly taking a lot of it back. Just trying to get them, couldn't. Oh geez, we're gonna lose. Yeah, we're gonna lose that if we don't do something. We have 5. Something. I did something. Yeah, I think we lost that one. They covered way too much ground. Yeah. We had a pretty long winning streak. Well, I did anyway. I don't know about the other guys on the team. Anyway, going back to Marvel vs. Capcom. The Capcom side music was okay. Some of them I actually liked, and some I didn't. One thing I didn't really like about the Capcom music, or just, yeah, the Capcom side, a lot of it was just your average, like, techno style. Like, it was just, like, techno's, I like techno, but it just sounds so simplistic, like, simple. Like, it sounded so, like, dull. It sounded like, they all sounded very similar. At least to me. There were some that were good. Arthur's was good. It was like a rock, no, Arthur's wasn't rock, I don't think. I don't remember who was rock. One of them were rock. Chris, a lot of people do like Chris's theme because it's from think it's Mercenaries or something. I don't remember. Mercenaries theme. I don't know. But personally, I don't like it, and the reason why I don't like what they give him is because it's Wesker's theme. It's technically Wesker's theme. It's the theme they use for Wesker in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and with him having that theme, it kind of just brings me to the case that Wesker might not return, even as DLC, and I loved Wesker in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. He was one of my main characters that I use. Spectrum. He's one of the characters I used a lot, and the fact that he may not return, that's just me thinking. Maybe it's maybe too much into it. I mean, they could easily give him another theme, that would fit him better. I don't know. But the point is, it's just like I didn't like that because it's like that's Wesker's theme. Why does Chris have Wesker's theme? And then we got what is it? Nemesis theme was actually kind of cool. I like Nemesis theme. Nemesis theme in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was better. A lot of the themes in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 were better. But a lot of the themes in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 were better than and Ultimate were better than the ones in Infinite. But they weren't bad in Infinite. Like some were good. I like Frank West's theme. I like Frank West's theme. I like Zero's theme, kinda. I liked it at the start, and then towards the end, it just got really boring. And the reason why is because it just got. And the reason why is because it got too slow. It started off really fast, and then it just went slow. Like it went really slow, and it's like you can't have it slow like that. Morgan's theme I liked. Ryu's obviously. Chun-Li's I didn't really like too much in this one. I'm kind of curious what Sigma's theme is going to be. I'm guessing a Sigma boss battle theme. At least that's what I think. It's most likely the case. Hey, you guys want to use them? Yeah, I think Sigma's is gonna be probably one of his stages from Mega Man X, series, or a boss battle. It's gonna be one of those two. I'm kind of Monster Hunter. I'm curious because I never really listened to a lot of Monster Hunter. Oh jeez. Oh, we're getting pushed back again. No, I didn't mean to go there. I meant to go here. Oh. Let me do something. Let me. Ah! I think we won that one. Yeah. Woo! But the Capcom themes are a whole different thing. I like a lot of them. They're not bad, but some of them are definitely better. The characters had better themes in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite or Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Now for the Marvel side, it's just literally unforgivable. Like how bad the music is, and the music is really bad because it's the generic. It's just generic movie music. It's just the generic movie music from the movies, from the Marvel movies. And the reason why that's used is because Disney wants to do it. It's just unforgivable, the music, in my opinion, for the Marvel side, because they just stripped all of the themes that the Marvel characters were known for throughout the entire series, stripped them away and gave them generic movie music that no one really cares. And they all sound the same and blend together so you can't even tell the difference when someone plays it. See that when it comes to Capcom, even though they sound similar, you can tell the difference because you're like, oh, I know that's Mega Man. Oh, that's Street Fighter. Oh yeah, that's Resident Evil. Oh yeah, that's Devil May Cry. I can tell the difference. But if you were to set somebody behind and not show them, sit somebody and not show them the characters and play the theme, they would be like, I don't know what this is. I don't know whose theme this is. I can't tell the difference. They could play Iron Man's theme and then play Hulk's theme, and they'd be like, which one's? Then they would ask, okay, which one's Iron Man? Which one's Hulk? They would just tell you the characters, and they would say which one is which. And be like, I don't know which one. They would literally say they sound the same, because they do, and that's the problem. They sound too generic, too boring, too dull, and they sound too much alike. And that was one of the problems. Man, they're already covering a lot of ground already. It's only been like, what, a few seconds? It's only been half of a minute. But anyway, yeah, it's really generic, so it's like, eh. Now, there are a couple that I do like in the Marvels thing. Now, that's a lot to say because it's like, well, you know, what are you gonna like? Rocket Raccoons I kind of like. The reason why I like Rocket Raccoons is because his original in Marvel's Capcom 3, I did not like too much. It was kind of boring. Again, it is the generic movie-sounding music that he had. That's what he actually had. He had generic movie-sounding music in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It sounded very generic movie-sounding. And I did not like it. It was kind of very boring. Son of a gun. But, as for... I don't want to go down there because I don't make so many sounds. But I just didn't like it. It sounded boring. And the new one, in Marvel's Capcom Infinite, I do like Rocket Raccoon's theme. It actually sounds pretty catchy. Ghost Rider's theme in Marvel's Capcom 3 is still going to be better than the one in Infinite. Always. No matter what. But its replacement actually sounds still pretty cool. I actually still like Ghost Rider's theme in Marvel's Capcom Infinite. It still sounds good. It's not better than Marvel's Capcom 3, but it's definitely up there with 3. It's not better, but it is definitely still good. I didn't even see what hit me, actually. Oh yeah, we got destroyed. But anyway, yeah, it definitely could have been better, but it's still good. It's one of the good ones in the soundtrack, at least in my opinion. We kind of had a little comeback there, but I don't think we won. I think we still lost. Yeah, we were close. We got a little of a comeback right there. Anyway, like I was saying, it had good music. Those two were the good music for the Marvel side. Rest of the Marvel side, utter garbage in terms of music. Like Captain America is the only Marvel character that has his theme. Has his theme, a remixed version of his theme from the Marvel vs. Capcom series, but it is super slow, super generic sounding in terms of what they use to make it. It's that generic movie sound. It's really slow. It does not sound like it fits in a fighting game. It just doesn't. And that's the problem with the music. Also, I forgot to mention the sound. Besides the music, which is unforgivable in my opinion. Most people could look over the music, but for me, the music is a big part for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, for the Marvel vs. Capcom series, and for a lot of games. Because for me, I love music. I love video game music. I do remixes on my main channel, DBZ for Brawl. And I love, as my name here, I love, I just love video game music. And being a person that loves it, remixes it, does it, I like Nega Scott. Nega Scott. But anyway, as I was saying, for someone who does it, it's a big thing when the game screws up the music or it doesn't sound good to me. Because, you have to listen to that music, the entire game. But anyway, that's about the music. I forgot that the roster is also very important to a game. And the roster for me it's because there are parts that I cannot believe that they did. Like, it's unforgivable what they did. And that would be obviously the exclusion of the X-Men and Fantastic Four characters. Characters like Wolverine, Deadpool, Doctor Doom, Sentinel, Magneto, Storm, important characters that should have been in there in this game. And I don't care what people say, they should have been in this. Everybody knows Wolverine is an important character. Wolverine is an important Marvel character. Man, I hate that. They can spam that so many times. That literally makes you impossible to hit. Unless you have that jump move or you have super armor. Oh yeah, we're not doing too good. They're covering way too much ground because our guys just keep dying. I thought I would be able to hide behind that. Yeah, we're gonna lose again. And this is probably gonna be the last match, considering it's almost 12. Oh man, I hate this person so much. Constantly spamming that dodge roll, constantly. And I think only certain characters can, or certain ones can do it. I don't think everybody can do it. I think only the dual shot ones can do it. Again! Oh, I'm so annoyed by that. It's such a spammy move and it's so easy to do. It makes it easier, it makes it really hard. You cannot, if you have that weapon, you're pretty OP. That was one of the goals, just to kill him. Yeah, we got destroyed that one. Might be able to get one more match. It depends. Next guy is level 8 and he did that good. Anyway, see, like I said, level doesn't matter. Yeah, the roster is also unforgivable in my opinion because you're missing important characters, like I mentioned. You're missing Wolverine, you're missing Magneto, you're missing Storm, you're missing Doctor Doom, you're missing Deadpool. These are important and popular characters that should have been in the game. And then even on the Capcom side, you're missing important characters that really they should have brought back. You're missing, like, the roster. Just look at the roster. When you look at the roster, the Marvel side, if they would have just added maybe Wolverine, Deadpool, Magneto, and Doctor Doom, then I'd be a little bit more forgivable. It'd be a little bit more forgivable. forgivable. Ugh, English. But as for the Capcom side, you gotta look at that. You got Chun-Li, Ryu, standard characters. Okay, good. You got Dante. Okay, good. You got then you have Chris. Okay, that's okay. Then you've got Morgan. Okay, main character, Darkstalkers. Gotta have that. You have Arthur. All right. Then you have X. Yeah, and Zero. Those are good characters. All right, I'll give you that. Then you've got Hagar. I like Hagar. I like him in there. Because Final Fight, you know, you gotta have Final Fight and Street Fighter. I personally think Cody was on. I like Cody a lot more. But anyway, that's just a personal opinion. But anyway, then you've got what's another character? What else do they have? You got Monster Hunter as DLC. You know, it's DLC. It still counts as part of the roster that's going to be releasing soon. Well, you know, DLC is its own thing, so, you know, that's another discussion. But the main roster, so, what I mentioned, you got Ryu, Chun-Li, Chris, Dante, Arthur, Hagar, trying to think of other ones they could do. I'm trying to remember what other characters they had on that side, because I just don't remember a lot of them. I like Frank West, so I'm going to give him a pass. A lot of people don't like Frank West. A lot of people say that he shouldn't have been in there. A lot of people think that he's unneeded for the Capcom side, and they could have chosen someone else. Personally, I like Frank West, so I'm going to give him a pass. And the reason is because, although I will admit, if they would have had someone else from the Dead Rising series, like Chuck Green, that would have been nice. But to have a different representative from the Dead Rising series would have been nice. But I feel like the Dead Rising series is an important franchise to Capcom at this point that they have to include them. That they have to include this series. No matter what, you know. And I mentioned Morgan as well. Morgan's important. Darkstalkers. They have Judah, or whatever how you pronounce his name, from Darkstalkers. Now, as much as I like Darkstalkers, I don't know if Judah. I never played it too much, so I can't say if Judah is a main character. I don't know if it's a main character. If he's a main character, like a main character, like Felicia and Hashenko and Dimitri and John Talbane, or whatever how you pronounce his name, and Morgan. He might be though, so I'll give him a pass because he's also a new character and he's actually really fun to play with. Now that brings to the secondary characters. You know, a lot of people don't like Spencer. A lot of people didn't want Spencer in there. Personally, I could care less if Spencer returned or not. But I think Bionic Commando being in a series of Capcom, I think he deserves representation. As for, what's the next one? Firebrand was not needed. We did not need Firebrand in the game. We didn't need Firebrand. Firebrand should not have been there. We didn't need Nemesis. We didn't need Nemesis in there. And then we got DLC characters. Monster Hunter, definitely yes, I'll give him that. Sigma, as much as I like Sigma being in there, I actually love Sigma being in there because, like, I really want to know what it plays like. Also, it looks like it's still going, the turf one. Oh yeah, because it goes until tomorrow. Anyway, like I was saying, I absolutely love Sigma being there because, like, Mega Man never gets that much representation in the Marvel vs. Capcom games. At least not in the recent ones. In the second one, we just got Tron and Zero in the Ultimate Series, and then the other one we got three there. We got a Legend, we got Zero, we got Roll, and we got Voltnot or Trigger, whatever his name is. Around that, I guess. Anyway, like I was mentioning, but while I like Sigma being in there, he wasn't really needed to be a character. But the reason why he's in there is because Ultron's a playable character, and Sigma and Ultron are technically part of Sigma and Ultron are still Ultron are technically, you know, are together in that sense, and they have to. Oh yeah, the event is over with now, and it's daytime.